Hello, we're finally back on Modern Warfare. It's been, I don't know, like 2 months since I last posted a video on this game, and I've made a lot of progress since then, but I've been like focusing on different games. I've been playing a lot of Rust recently, which is actually really fun, but it is a time sink, so I'm planning on just finishing out Damascus and then I can sort of play different games to wait till Modern Warfare 2 comes out, which, by the way, since before I made that last video, Modern Warfare 2 has been announced. It's the actual game this year that's coming out. We thought it might be called something different, or it might be a different project in the works, and that Modern Warfare 2 wasn't actually going to happen this year. I never played the original Modern Warfare 2, especially back in like 2009. I played more Black Ops and Ghosts instead. Like, I played Black Ops 2 and then I played like the Ghost campaign a little bit. Never actually played Modern Warfare 2, so this will be my first Modern Warfare 2. I know there's also the campaign remastered that no one cares about, and then there's also Modern Warfare remastered, and then Modern Warfare 19, which is this. But I'm interested to see how it works because I have played Modern Warfare 3, and I played that using plutonium since, I was also not like into Call of Duty at the time that Modern Warfare 3 came out. So that I sort of have some experience in. I want the intervention to be in Modern Warfare 2. The intervention and something like the L11 or the Barrett. I don't know. It's just my opinion. Now, before I go into the game, I have been putting down my progress in the description right at the bottom of the video. Every video so far that I've uploaded, like past the first few, using this site. I'll link this site in the description in this video, but as you can see, I'm 65.9%, and I track this progress using this site. So these are all the ones that I have to do left, as well as the camo categories that I have to do left. So as you see, almost no progress on any of the ARs that I have left. I have 4 ARs left. Origin 12, I'm doing pretty good on that. That's almost max level. I think I'm going to be able to grind it out. Like, I'll have it done within a week, I think. PKM, SA87, MG34, I have almost no levels, no progress in any of these. EBR, same thing. HDR, it's maxed, and I just have to finish them. Just get those rest of the goddamn mounted kills. They suck, and I hate them. Dragunov is horrible, and it's the worst gun in the game, in my opinion. The worst base gun. So, no. Launchers, I have the RPG maxed out, and then the Strela P and the Pila are like both equal. I think they're like level 20 or 22, something like that. And then the Joker, I have like level 10, so I still need to work on that one. Oh, also, I've turned up color correction. Actually, I turned on color correction because I noticed that my videos were super gray, and this game overall is super gray. And after sort of using filters in Rust to make the game look better, which is everyone's excuse, to be honest, there's an issue in that game where the night is super dark, so people would use NVIDIA's built-in filters to turn the night into something that you could actually see in, and then they would just shoot people in the middle of the dark where you couldn't see them. After learning how the filter system works with NVIDIA with that, I was like, okay, yeah, color correction is actually kind of a cool thing that you can do. So now I'm adding color correction in OBS so that the video looks better. I can also turn it up in my editing software. Might do that, but it's honestly just easier to have it as the source. That way, you don't really have to do much if you don't want to later on. Honestly, the worst part about this grind is the fact that now I'm completely done with all the good guns. Anything anyone uses, I'm done with. These are all the guns I'm working on. The Kilo, it hit markers in hardcore as a rifle. How is it that bad? The LMGs, they're LMGs. You know how bad they are. The snipers, I mean, they're slow, and I have the 2 slowest snipers to do left. Or, well, the 2 worst. I shouldn't say slowest. Right tech is the slowest. But it just feels strange having so many trash weapons in my loadouts. I do have an Uzi loadout though. If you see here, this is just if I want to spite people. ISO DLC, it's at the bottom. Let me turn my audio down because I cannot hear. Recently I've been just turning this game's audio down so low that I can like just barely hear it. That way I'm just able to hear gunshots or like enemy UAV above if I need it. Otherwise I cannot care about this game. Like the sound design, people say it's good and it won awards, but god, it hurts. Yesterday Doja Cat had some issue where she has like a tonsil infection. She had to cancel her concerts and her tour. I was actually planning on going to one of those, the one with The Weeknd. She has some sort of tour going on. I wanted to get tickets. They were expensive, but like before they went on sale, I wanted to go, and I was a little bummed out to hear this because I, obviously I didn't buy tickets, but it would have been, good to have her not get a tonsil infection. Especially because, like, I feel like this is bad timing, and it doesn't really matter, but the Mexican pizza, she's been, like, asking for that to come back from Taco Bell. If you've never had the Mexican pizza, I feel bad for you. It's pretty good for being something that looks disgusting. If I can, I'm going to try and add a picture of it in its current state. Right now, it looks horrible, but it is good. And she's been rallying for that thing to come back for like a few months now. And just now, it came back like the day before she wasn't able to speak or really do anything because of her tonsil infection. And that sucks. Especially because I'm one of the people who likes the Mexican pizza. I think it's actually pretty good. That dude is getting annoying with the C4. If anyone has any tips for grinding out like the launchers or the LMGs, or is able to like find any XP methods at all, I'd love them. Cause I hate it. This grind is not good. Like with the SMGs, I'm done with all those, but even then, you could finish the SMGs in like an hour. Honestly, I was able to finish like 3 categories of what is it, the ISO just today, just by playing the game. Cause like the first few, you level up super fast, and then you have like long shots, not long shots. You have hip fire kills, you have crouching kills, and then you have like regular kills. Headshots maybe if you want to grind that out at the same time, but it's like you do 3 at once and then you're just going to be done within no time. But the other ones, they're all shit. All the other guns that I have to do are shit. I have, like, if we look at this gun, the PKM, super slow, hate it. The strat with this is literally just do not let go of the trigger. Because when you stop shooting, there's such a delay that you can't actually start shooting again quick enough for someone to, like, die. Like, if someone were to run around that corner, I wouldn't be able to kill him in time. That sucks. This one, when you get, like, hip fire attachments and you take the stock off of it, though, and you turn it into, like, an SMG, actually becomes pretty good. But you need to go through the pain to get to that point, so it's, not all fun. Like, doing this, yeah, sure, cool. But also not cool. And I would use the double XP tokens, but I have, like, a lot of them, and I don't really know how long I'll be playing for at this point. I would pop, like, a couple 1 hours, but I don't know if I do that, and I don't want to waste them either, because I don't think I have that many. I have a bunch from, like, the Cold War days where they would give you double XP for competing in those gunfight tournaments where they had like the 2v2 and it was like 6 rounds. They would give you like 8 of the 45-minute for completing one of those. It's like, whoa. I did win one once, which was nice, like back in season 2. I still have that AK blueprint. It's really nice. But the XP rewards were crazy for that. I saw that gameplay footage from a few months ago from Modern Warfare 2 leaked online. I haven't seen it yet because I don't really follow all the big, like, I guess you would say COD news pages. I don't follow many of those, and when I do, I mostly get other stuff from hobbies I follow that aren't this. I don't know anything that's going on anymore. I hear, like, whatever Jev says is pretty much, that's where I get my news about this game and this franchise, really. I've heard news they're going to add some sort of stronghold system to Warzone. It sounds like a dungeon almost. They said it would be something like, I'm not exactly sure what they said in like the blog post or whatever, but there's going to be AI controlled like locations on the map that you have to fight to get your loadout, or that reward you with a loadout. And people were thinking like they're gonna remove buy stations and they're gonna have this as the way to get your loadout. They're gonna ruin Warzone. To be honest, I don't really care about Warzone, but I do know that you don't do that. You don't fuck with the loadouts, because if you do, people get mad. This is what happened when they made the loadout system a little bit different, where you couldn't claim the loadout until the free one dropped or whatever, back when Caldera first came out. You don't mess with that. Like, that's the point of the game, so changing that ruins the game. Wait, did he get a triple with a trophy system? How? You know, I'm not gonna ask questions anymore. Too much weird shit happens in this game now. I also saw leaks that were saying like the ACR was gonna come back, like the OG Modern Warfare 2 ACR. I don't know if I truly trust those leaks, because anyone can say anything on Twitter, especially like even if it's notable leakers, which by the way I don't know what those are. You know, like I said previously, the people I do follow on Twitter, I don't follow. Like, I know Tom Henderson exists. That dude's he's a notable leaker. But then again, I don't know any other leaker, and I don't have that dude's notifications on, so I don't see what he says. They said there was going to be the ACR and then supposedly the intervention. I'm not sure if that's true or if that's just hype, but it could be the intervention. Depends. I'd like to see it back, but I don't really know how it would work with the new sort of attachment system since Modern Warfare 2, where they had like you could put like, what was it, 2 attachments on a gun. You could put like FMJ rounds and an ACOG sight, versus like what we have now where you can put on 10 attachments. You can fill up your gun. I don't know how that would really work. If they plan to like imitate the old feel of the game, I'm not really sure how they would do that. Would they be restricting the loadouts back to the like 2 attachments that you're allowed to have on Modern Warfare 3 or whatever? And if they are, what are people going to think about that? Because that's not exactly been a thing since like 2017? Yeah, 2017. So that would be a weird change. And then there were also leaks that there was going to be something called DMZ, sort of similar to Escape from Tarkov, which you know, this is coming from a Rust player, so I understand the sort of appeal in the looter survival shooters, but I don't think that fits in Call of Duty, especially because with games like Rust and Escape from Tarkov, the wealth that you do have, whether it be like guns or shit in Rust, like sulfur or whatever, not actual wealth, like the coins, or, you know, whatever currency they have in Tarkov, all of that resets. So what would they be doing? Would they be Shut the fuck up. If they had the coins, would that reset like every month or whatever? Every season? Would that reset every other season? Would that not reset at all? How would that work? Because from my standpoint, that looks like you're rewarding people for not getting off of the game. If you have an Escape from Tarkov like system in Call of Duty with an Escape from Tarkov mode, you invite the opportunity for people who with like no job to sit on the game all day grinding out little scav missions or whatever the hell they do in Tarkov now, just accumulating wealth infinitely and becoming one of the strongest players on a server game mode. I don't really know how it works. I don't play Tarkov, but doing that and then not resetting it occasionally, which I don't think they would, considering they don't reset pretty much anything else monthly other than like your battle pass level and your regular level. How would that work?